So another problem we're going to talk about is a phenomenon that I think every Airstream owner has become familiar with, which is you tow, you get done with your tow, you open up the camper and you get in and you look down and you see on the floor a little head of a rivet. One of these guys. Known that the Airstream is constructed such that the skin forms part of its mechanical integrity. So as the trailer flexes when you're towing, occasionally one of those little rivet heads will pop. Witness the last incident that we had on our tow to St. George. And we are going to show you how to drill out the old rivet, and we're going to put a new one in. Here's our panoply of tools that we're going to use. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to need to drill that hole out with a drill bit to remove the old shaft. And the reason that we're drilling it out is when you put a rivet in and it mushrooms down this piece here, this whole shaft is still stuck in the Airstream there minus this little head, right? So it looks like the rivet's gone, but it's not. So the way that you get rid of the old one is you pull out your handy dandy drill bit, and you can see here we're going to go after a 1/8 bit. I don't actually want to rivet any tape to the skin of the Airstream because this kind of looks unsightly. So I'm going to pre-prepare my little patch here. So that it'll protect the skin around the rivet. Okay, so I got my little patch. Now I'm just going to poke a little hole through here. And obviously I'm using painter's tape because it has very little residue and it peels off quite nicely. So now you get the shot of my head as I put this on. Okay, drilling out the old one. Okay, you can see that that was almost instantaneous. So the old rivet has now been drilled out. Finally, we're going to take our hand rivet gun here, and I'm going to show you the way that you select the attachment here is by diameter. So I'm going to try this guy, too small, too big. So this one right here is the one we want. So for reasons that mystify me, this tool takes English metric or English parts, but the heads are metric. Go figure. And so when we mount this rivet, it's going to go in just like that. So we're going to put this down inside the mandrel head here, and you can see that this head, by the way, does articulate if you need to get a better angle. So here we go. And you can notice that I'm kind of pumping the tool here because you're usually not going to get the one pull. What's happening now is it's flaring, right? And so I'm pulling the rivet through with multiple pulls on this handle, and then what will happen is you'll begin to feel this magic point where you're not getting any more flaring. And now when I pull in this really hard, it's going to snap that rivet head off, or the shaft there. And now we have a shiny new rivet.
Thanks for taking a seat at the snack bar. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and subscribe.